Hoping this is working. Hello, everybody. It is time for another Unfakery live troll hunt. Tonight we have some interesting stuff I haven't ever seen before to look into, and I think you'll find it pretty interesting. And not only that, there's the usual suspects. We're going to go digging in conservative or right leaning or Trump related groups to figure out who's acting up this week, who's been involved in doing the kind of, typical fakery that we see, and maybe we might even find some atypical fakery, some fakery that we don't necessarily see very often. So I have so much to get into today, but before we do any of that, I just wanted to remind you that this past week, we had been talking about a lot of fake celebrity profiles, and I wanted to do a quick update on that. So we looked at a ton, it was scores of fake profiles that were passing themselves off as celebrities, right? So we made a few videos about it and went through and looked at the different types of spoof accounts, whether they were overt in their copying or if they were just kind of subtle, if they were actually driving people to those to nefarious sites, to sites that were off or bad, could potentially contain malware or whatever, and install that on your computer. All of that we were looking at and found some interesting stuff. So this is my spreadsheet that I keep track of all the fakery on. And the fakery that we looked at last time on the troll hunt, the live troll hunt, was this. There was a Tiffany Haddish, there was Dwayne Johnson, there was Oprah Winfrey profiles, and there was Ellen DeGeneres profiles. So we had all of those celebrities being spoofed here. It was something like 30 or 31 accounts. All this yellow here represents profiles that have been taken down in the last week. We're going to check on these other ones too while we're here, just to see if we got them all or if there's still some out there. No, this one, Junior, is pretending to be Ellen DeGeneres. It's trying to get you to click on particular links or get involved in particular things that, share their content, whatever. So this one of the more egregious offenders, is still up a week later after we reported it, but most of them are gone. So I think that out of like 21, there's 5 left. That's pretty good. But not good enough. This one, let's take a look at it. Just before we get into the other stuff, I really want to close the chapter on this. This one was pretending to be Oprah. It had this place in Mississippi for a name, but there weren't those same types of posts on this Oprah spoof account. But she's got 192 people being her friends, probably believing that this is one of these real account official profiles. Yeah, no. Let's see about this other one. This one was just a kid that had taken on that image or that name as a Facebook name. This is probably out of Southeast Asia, so I'm not concerned about taking these guys down, but I did list them. And then this one I thought would have been gone as well. This one, it says original account, and here's the same formula we had talked about before: pictures of money, video, etc. Still up. And this last one, this Tiffany Haddish clone, this one appears to still be up as well. And this is what it is. This is a pretty decent success rate for Facebook, even if it's really bad. These links, we don't know where this stuff goes to. We don't know what people are going to actually encounter when they hit those links, and it's probably a very bad idea to to interact with them and engage with them. Here also were the Ellen DeGeneres profiles. Now we looked at something like, what, 25 down here additional Ellen DeGeneres. That's none of the ones that were up here. There were probably 31 Ellens in total that we looked at. But these ones are proving a little more sticky. We'll just flip through these really quickly and you can see oh, look at that. That one was taken down. Maybe Facebook got on the ball anyway, but the whole thing started from one fake Ellen DeGeneres account, and then we found all of these others that were just acting out, engaging people on Facebook and tricking them into sometimes clicking on links and pretending to register. Those links would pretend to register them, but it was really data mining. It was grabbing people's information, and who knows what they're doing with it. They might be doing any number of things, and I hate to think about that. Here we have this profile warning, all this is not fraud starting today. Yeah, no, this is not real. People shouldn't believe this, but they do. They interact with an amazing percentage of people react to this and engage with this. And again, it's because they are feeling desperate or really concerned about financial issues. All these profiles are still up. We're just going to, again, flip through them to make sure that Facebook didn't take any more down. This has been about a week since we started tracking these, and so I'm willing to give Facebook some time, but not much. Not much, especially when these are people who are spoofing actual celebrities and fooling people with a great amount of reach. They may have a small number of friends or something like that, just a small reach in terms of who they can get to like their posts immediately, but they can get those people to share them, and then that stuff starts to spread like crazy. The video that I made about the first Ellen account is getting some serious circulation. I made a follow-up with all these profiles on it, and that one's getting a little bit of circulation too, but that's the sort of thing that you can do to help people to avoid some of this fakery. So I just wanted to bring that back, give an update on those. A lot of them have been taken down, but a good number are still there. And then I wanted to talk about this guy. Here's a post in Judge Jeanine Pirro fans. I think this is the post I want. Nope, that's not the post I wanted to look at. All right, we'll go do this the hard way. This is my new best friend, Belkis. Let's take a really close look at Belkis. This is Belkis's cover photo. This is the profile photo. This is Spanish, I'm just telling you. And when we look down here, Belkis is stating that she is from Caracas. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just saying that's what it says here. Manages a page, and I have no idea what this page is. Maybe we'll take a look at it, but manages a page on Facebook. So she is a known quantity, if she's a she, is a known quantity on Facebook. Facebook is aware of who she is and has this small little page that she manages. And again, it's in Spanish, so don't know much about that or what the deal is. But when I look at the kind of things that this profile has been posting, it gets a little more difficult to understand. So let's do it. Let's take Belkis' link and put it in the stock scan and look her up. So by doing this, we're going to go and check the public posts that she's made on Facebook. And this is the deal. It'll show things that they set to public, but not anything private, not anything set to friends only or things like that. So StockScan is not invading anybody's privacy. It's just pulling the things that this person posted publicly into these searches that are easy to organize. And it helps. So let's just take a look at what kind of posts Belkis makes. When we do this, this gets pretty interesting pretty quickly. Here's Belkis in Spanish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for these things. Whatever it is. Por estar siempre presente, for always being there, that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm practicing my Spanish. I'm getting a little better, but this is a entirely legit Spanish post. And then we have underneath it, Belkis posting and moving or working to move America forward. Just 2 days ago, opinion: Schumer is no friend of American workers despite his approval of USMCA. Okay. And then it's got a link to Daily Caller. Well, let's look at this post because this is pretty interesting to me. When we look at the post in this particular public group, and I'm not worried about the group as much. I'm not interested in the comments or whatever. This person is responding, looks like, just to the headline. I don't think they clicked on it because here's why. Look at how this link appears on Facebook. It appears dailycaller.com, right? So presumably there is an article at dailycaller.com that we can go and visit and verify that there was one there with that name. We're going to search on that headline before we click on that link just to take a look at it. Oh no, did I just close that? No, stop that. Okay. That wasn't right. Okay. Darn it. Sarah had told me a shortcut when you close and accidentally close a link, and I didn't memorize it yet. Okay. But anyway, here we had the posts from Belkis, so we were looking for that Daily Caller post. And it said, Schumer opinion: Schumer is no friend of American workers. So we'll go here, we'll put the search in, opinion, SCHUMER is no friend. We'll enter that and see what happens. When we're looking here, there is the link. Schumer is no friend of American workers despite his whatever. I don't even really care about the topic here. I just wanted to show what the link looks like. All right, so here it is. It's Mark Serrano has written this on October 5th. And so here Belkis was sharing it on October 14th. And look what happens when we go to that post and, or was that the post? No, that was the post. Okay, and we click on this link. Look where we go. It says flylink.io. So I'm not, in effect, going to the Daily Caller site where the article is, which looks like, again, this page that we saw already. Wants to run ads. Good gravy. Sorry, I should have turned off ad blocker before doing this. But it wants to go to there, and it wants to hit this article, and it looks like it does, but when you click on the link, you don't end up there. You end up here, flylink.io. Shortened links make money. I have no idea what this is. Opinion: Schumer is no friend of American workers, etc. Please check the CAPTCHA box to continue to your link. Well, I'm going to click it, and it says, I'm not a robot, okay, and then it's going to make me click here to continue. Select all images with chimneys. Really? This is what I got to do. Let's see. Is it going to actually verify me? Okay, now it says I'm not a robot. I still got to click here. When I click on it, I'm still not to the article yet. Scroll down for your link. Here's all this advertising that I've got to get there. Your link is almost ready. So I'm having to wait, and then link opens a new window. Here, finally, I get to the link. But I've had to look at these ads, And there's advertisements that look similar to the button where I can get the link. And then here, link opens a new window. Even if I look down at the bottom left, it's giving me a YouTube link. It's hovering over. When I hover over it, it gives me a YouTube link. So let's open that in a new window just to see what that is. YouTube. I better hit mute pretty quick. I don't think I want to hear whatever it is that this is. But this is the thing. I'm very uncomfortable with Facebook displaying a link that looks like this but ends up here. It's not right. It shouldn't be allowed. Facebook should have shut this down. When I am looking at this, I should be able to click this right under the story where that link is and go directly here to the article page. And I don't know why Facebook has let this happen, but this YouTube link still hasn't opened. I don't think it's my laptop. Oh, maybe it is. I should have shut down and restarted again. I've been working all day. Okay, so I have a video that I can't open because an error occurred. I don't know why. But that's what's at the bottom here. And then get link with this green button and also this ad that has a start now, bright green when you hover over it, very close together. In fact, the ad one is something like 3 times larger than this get link. Let's see. If I hover over the get link, it actually hovers over and reads out on the bottom that it goes to Daily Caller. But this is a step you had to take with several clicks to get there. We have the proper link finally, and it reads the same. That's the same link up here, except this one has all this business that tells you where it had to go through to get there from Facebook. And it's not just this one. Let's keep looking through the posts that Belkis here has been making. Here's Daily Caller, shared that same article, shared several times into different groups. This is spam behavior. This is fake profile behavior, foreign profile behavior, over and over again. Working to move America forward. Trump equals triumph. March for Trump. Patriots for Trump. That's the places that Belkis has shared this. So let's keep going. What else do we see? Some Spanish posts. There's posts in Spanish. Here's that same post again with Schumer for some more groups. We love and support President Donald Trump. America Right Now 2017. I don't know most of those groups. United States of Trump America. That's new to me. Donald Trump for the People. That's a group I'm tracking. Vote Trump Only. I mean, this is 8 or 9 groups now that we've seen this one post go to. And it's all looking like a Daily Caller link, but again, having that weird diversion that we didn't expect. Here's Trump rally song will make you stand up and dance. WeLoveTrump.com. This is what it looks like. And again, this is the same appearance as the other link that we looked at when we saw the Daily Caller one. We click on this link. Where do we go? Can you guess? Flylink.io. Same arrangement. You got to do the CAPTCHA thing here, and then you got to go to the next page to get to the article. It's so deceptive. I don't even know what to do about this. And this is posted to those same groups again. Here's townhall.com. John Tester, Vote Hunter. All right, and so that's been repeated several times. 4, 5, 6 different places. When we go look at townhall.com, again, here's your townhall.com telling you where you should be going. And when you go, you end up at Flylink again. Facebook should be able to stop this. Facebook should be able to put an end to this. I don't know why they don't. This is deceptive to me. If somebody is rerouting you to another site before you get to a legitimate site that they are trying to share, that should be against terms of service somewhere. Washington Post, Does it happen for Washington Post? Oh, you know it does. You know it does. There it is. Flylink.io. And if I am looking for this Washington Post article and I'm getting to flylink.io and I'm seeing all this stuff, I'm getting very suspicious. Being me, I'm getting very suspicious about what's going on, if they're going to try to download anything, if I'm picking up something from clicking all these buttons. And again, when I'm going through, I'm not a robot. Let's see what happens. Does it give me a different CAPTCHA challenge? Select all squares with buses. Yes. Oh, now we got to do a second one. Select all squares with traffic lights. I've never done this kind of verification before. I heard about it. I've seen it as memes, but I've never done it. So that was kind of fun. They just need to make me a game where I can just do that. I can just select all four or whatever. So again, we have that little green button down here to finally get your link when your time, when it loads properly or whatever. And another YouTube video, we're going to open that and see if there's anything that plays there, since the other one didn't. And again, it's the same thing. Oh, this one looks like it might actually be a video. What could it be? Nope. Link is not working. So there you go. Big bunch of advertisements. There's 1, 2, 3, because that counts as an ad, I'm sure. 4 ads on this page, and then you get the link down here at this little button. Now I want to show you something that I learned about. It's Ghostery. And when I go to Ghostery, it's a plugin that you can get for your Chrome or whatever. It'll tell you what kind of things are going on this site. No trackers were blocked because I don't block trackers. I want to see them. There are 5 trackers here: Google AdSense, DoubleClick, LiveRamp, Google AdSense, and then Google Ads Measure. So Google Ads, whatever's going on here, it's Google Ads that they're using to make money. So there might be some terms of service with Google that they are violating as well. I'm not sure. But Ghostery helps you track that stuff. And you can see how long the page loads. You can see what the information is, that if there are any trackers, which you can find out. You can look at all that. And sometimes it'll display down here a little number, tells you how many scrapers are looking through what you're doing. So that's a neat little feature from there. I'm going to enable advertising on this site. Goodness. Okay, fine. It likes to be persnickety, I suppose. We got to do the CAPTCHA again. Oh, because I turned ad block on. That's what the deal was. Okay, so have to keep it off if I want to do it. I thought I left it on, but I did not. It was already off. All right. So anyway, there we have this weirdness. And again, it's not... Look at how many ads we got. We got an ad here. We got an ad here. We got an ad here. We got a CAPTCHA, and we got another ad here. That's 4 ads on this page. Let's see what CAPTCHA we get this time. I'm amusing myself at this point with the CAPTCHA thing. I know it. Oh, so it went ahead and accepted it without making me put down. I was looking forward to picking another thing. And then now we've had those 4 ads. Now we have 5, 6, 7. And your link is finally done. You can get your link here. And an 8th ad. And we click on that, and it doesn't take me to a new page or to a new tab. It takes me to the Washington Post, which is where I wanted to be in the first place. That's what I thought I was getting here, but I have to jump through these hoops, and I think Facebook needs to fix it. What other places are we spoofing? Let's see. We scroll down. There should be quite a few. And you think, again, that you're clicking on, if it says on Facebook that this is the Huffington Post on this link, you should be able to trust that link. Facebook is telling you this is where you're going to go. And again, when you click on it, you do not, in fact, go there. And I think that is a problem. I think that's deceptive. I think that is the way people can get into some serious difficulty with things being loaded on their computer that should not be there, or having to be served ads that they didn't ask for in places they didn't intend to go. The redirect shouldn't be happening. Here's New York Times, goes there too. We saw that Time went there as well, time.com. Every link that this Belkis has been sharing that looks like it should go to legitimate places is not going to legitimate places. It's going to that fly link thing. And I don't know why. I can't figure it out. Bounced it off some other people, and it's in a group that we work in, trade information with, and there was some coding issues. I'm not smart enough to understand how those things work. All I know is that when I go to Facebook and I see, say, CJ Online here, I don't even know what CJ Online is, but if I go to CJ Online, I expect to go to an actual place that says up here in the URL, CJ Online, not flylink.io. I have no idea how much money my clicks there made for somebody. And again, I know that people on Facebook don't necessarily click on everything and read the stories before commenting. People who comment here seem to be doing so based on whatever headlines there are. We can look through here and see. Here's New York Times. House Democrat promises Kavanaugh investigation if party wins control. And then comments that people are just, that seem like they haven't read anything about that article. They're just responding to the headline. And whitehouse.gov, are you seriously going to redirect me when I try to go to whitehouse.gov? Yes, you are. Facebook needs to do something about this. This is some flaw in the code somewhere that they need to fix. And I don't know how you do it. This is purposeful. I'm pretty sure that they are intending to send people there to get that traffic. And every time that I have been there, somebody paid for my impression to go to that site. Some advertiser was paying to get my impression from that site. And it's wrong. It's fraud to me. And I am getting an education in this, working in a digital advertising now that I'm picked up a position in that area. And so I get to see where some of this stuff is really shady, and you know, these guys are creating sites that are just designed to profit off of people. And I mean, I've seen enough of it from just with unfakery, but this is really bizarre. And I'm trying to look now for another link to another place to see when maybe this started, because we're back to September posts now, and there are no links listed here. These are shares of Facebook posts or something like that. So I'm not seeing any of them. This is relatively recent. Oh, elnacional.com. Let's see if this one's been redirected. No, it hasn't. This is a Spanish one, Spanish language site, but it has not been redirected, and this was posted back in the end of August. So this is only the last couple of months that this profile has been doing this. So yeah, I wanted to make a longer form video. I will make a shorter form video later in the week to show Facebook, and kind of one that people can pass around that is solely involved with that. But I needed people to see that it wasn't just an accident. This is done on purpose by this profile, and I'm not about it. I'm not happy with that at all. I think Facebook needs to be aware of it if they aren't already, and I think they need to take action. They should not allow people to use redirects to get links to detour people before they get to the actual content they came for. And if Facebook does allow it, they're asking for trouble. So something else that happened that I thought was interesting, Robin sent me this post, which she caught a screenshot of. Ahmed Amin shared his first post. That means it's in a group. When I see first shared his first post, that means that was posted in a group somewhere. It says, "Hi everybody, I am from Beto's supporters and trying to buy a shirt for the event. What your opinion about this shirt? Is it cool or nope?" Okay, and then it's got a link to an Amazon.com Beto O'Rourke shirt. Well, I couldn't find it, and so Robin and I went around a little bit until she found the right one, Ahmed Amin. And this is Ahmed Amin's profile. So when we look at Ahmed Amin, we've got the same one that we saw. This is that little badge that supposed to prevent people from stealing photos. I don't know how in the world that does that, but okay. I'm not really up on all that. And web developer at Russian Culture Center Computer Department in, of all places, Giza, Egypt. Okay. Didn't know that there was a Russian Culture Center Computer Department at Giza, but okay. And then there's a university here. And then Omar Ibn el-Khattab Language School, that's interesting, lives and is from Alexandria, Egypt. Okay, that's pretty interesting. But we have these posts by Ahmed Amin, none of which look at all like they know anything about Beto O'Rourke. Not a thing. There's nothing Texas going on in this particular profile. And this profile doesn't claim to be in or from Texas, but you could see the post. "Hi everybody, I am from Beto supporters and trying to buy a shirt for the event." What? No, don't think so. So I wanted to put Ahmed Amin's information in the stock scan and see what Ahmed Amin had been up to. And we can do that pretty quickly. So first thing I want to look at is the posts that Ahmed Amin has made. I want to find that post that Robin sent us. And I see an updated cover photo. I see a check-in in Giza in August. I see a couple of other posts. And that's it. There's nothing here public listed in StockScan. I don't know why, because I know if this post was legit, it should have been made somewhere. It might have been deleted, but it should have shown up somewhere. So let's check out the groups that Ahmed has been involved in. When I'm looking at Ahmed's places, Egypt, that matches with his profile. And then Beto backers of NETX. Northeast Texas Beto backers. Okay. That seems to be the only group here that there would be a Beto related post to. It's weird. We have all these Egyptian groups and then all of a sudden Beto backers. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. All right. And so here's a bunch of posts here that are, from people that support Beto. You would expect to see that in a Beto supporting group, and it's a public group, so we can see everything in here. And if we look up Ahmed Amin, I think that's how we spell it, there is nothing here for him. So this might not be the group, but I'm pretty sure AHMED AMEEN. I'm pretty sure we searched on the right one, and yep, and they must have kicked him out. So it might be that they were trying to, use this shirt as just another way to earn revenue off of people in the United States. But again, this, merchandise sales, clicks on sketchy websites, all these things are designed to take advantage of Americans by baiting them with candidate pages or issue pages, try to get them interested in and engaged with posts about things that are baity and I don't know, that really draw some response and make money off of them. And that's the best scenario that we've got here. The best scenario, the best case is if these guys are just trying to make money off of Americans because they can. There might be far worse things going on here. I don't know. But I'm concerned about it. I'm concerned about guys who want to sell Texans t-shirts from places like Egypt over Texas candidates and with no connection to Texas. I mean, most people you would think would see Ahmed Amin and see new member and see shared his first post. I think they banned this guy from that group for spamming. That's really what I think happened. That he was trying to sell things and it was unauthorized from the group, and that's what happened. I don't see any other activity of his that really makes sense either, because what I've got is likes the art store, Ahmed Amin, something from Cairo, more Egyptian pages liked. I mean, this is all, Egypt centric. And then we have that weird post about Beto O'Rourke. What would a guy in Egypt want or need with a Beto O'Rourke t-shirt? Is he here somehow? And here we have the only check-in he's got is in Egypt. Again, there's nothing connecting this guy to Texas. And then you have that random post. This is what's happening, and people aren't checking these people out that are posting things like this. I can prove that too. We can start looking through some of the groups that we've been talking about before. We can look at, say, Judge Janine Pirro has fans and take a look at what's been posted there in that group. We'll do that and then we'll cut it short tonight because I don't want to keep everybody too long, and I have some other stuff I wanted to take care of this evening. So we have different posts that look like they're from real members here. Not many of them look fake at this point. But as we keep going down, we can see some of these different posts are designed for engagement. That's fine. There's nothing really wrong about that. But again, do we know that these are real American posters? There's some telltale signs of some things that I might be able to pick up. Like, you wouldn't necessarily expect, oh, well, that looks like an actual legitimate post. That's a pattern too, though. Some of them have been sharing each other's, this looks like legitimate posters, but it looks like Kathy sharing David's post is a pattern that I've seen with a lot of fakers too. These look like they happen to be real people. That's why the format got me for a second there. I thought it was something that was actually fake. But I'm always looking through these groups to see whether we've got things that are really baity, things that are obviously fake, or sites that are part of the networks that I track, or profiles that don't look legitimate. We're going to look up area here because this is that pattern that I've talked about before. We have the quote here, sometimes from the headline, sometimes it's just status, and then we have the actual article underneath it. Columbus News 3 site. When we open this, where do you think this is going to take us? It's going to take us to our favorite pattern of sites. Absolutely favorite. Now they're trying to get us to like Cure for Life Health Updates page. That's a new one. I haven't seen that pop up on this family of sites before, but I have seen it. Not to that site either, not to that page either. But we are going to look at Area Charles here because I have a feeling Area Charles is a big fat phony fake. Let's take a look. When we look at Area we see down here, lives in Boston, Lincolnshire, UK. I don't know if that's the case, but at any rate, UK is outside of the US, but Ari is talking about how many of you support Sarah Sanders. Give me a yes if you are one of them. Now, if Aria is from Britain and she is this passionate about Sarah Sanders, or even knows who Sarah Sanders is, I've just got to say, I would be highly surprised. And let's look, this Facebook link is facebook.com/NXBCN. It's all concentrated on the bottom layer of the keyboard, the bottom row. Is that a row? Yes, that's a row. So the bottom row, that's a pattern too. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This totally looks like a fake link anyway. And we're going to see. We're going to put that link in here for area into the stock scan tool. And the first thing I like to check now is tags on posts. If somebody has tagged them in a post, they're probably not going to go back and remove that if they change or scrub a profile. So you might be able to find something. In this case, no, all we're seeing is where this profile was welcomed as a new member. So we'll go down and sneak to places, all, and we'll look and see what's there. Probably nothing, but you never know. You might get lucky. Takes the page a while to populate, but there are no places, no check-ins. So when we're stuck with that, let's go look at comments on pictures. If this is a recycled account, there should be some pictures there that this profile has commented on in another name. And boom, this is what we got, this guy. So let's look at this picture. What is this picture of? Sanjeev Kumar, who studied at Delhi University. So he's from India. And when we look at the comments here, we have this from area. And when we look at area and we put that, oh, let's go to Google Translate. We put Google Translate in there and we put that language right here in this text box. It's going to translate it for me, hopefully from Hindi. Okay, well, who speaks Hindi? Indians, and some Pakistanis do. So I don't need much more to convince me that that's an Indian directed account, that Arya is a fake, completely made up. When I look at the likes that profile likes, it's India centric. Again, this is not a legitimate profile. So Arya is going to go on the big fat phony fake list. And what's happening though is that these groups don't have the resources or the time, or they're not interested in moderating because they want to grow their numbers, and they let guys like this, profiles like this post there. And we're seeing it every day. In fact, I need to mark this one so that I can go back and record it later on as being a fake and add it to my lists. I don't want to do that now in the middle of this. But I see so many of them. Here's another one. Joe Kephart, same headline reproduced here. And Columbus News 6 site. Again, that's another set of sites that I'm very skeptical of. I'm going to put that one over there. And we are going to look at, oh, I can close that. We're going to look at where this site takes us and what it looks like. Do you think it's the same pattern? Oh, of course it is. You know it's the same network. And when I look at Joe and open that link and look at his profile, boy, I sure hope it's a he. Nope. Joe Kephart is a she, to see what she shares with friends. Yeah, I don't know so much about that, but okay. They are adorable, by the way. Look at that little baby. When we go and we copy that link here into StockScan and look and see what we get, let's look at tags on posts. What things has this profile been tagged in? Another welcome. Just another welcome one. So again, we're going to go down to comments on pictures. That's something that people typically forget to scrub. And wow, That's fascinating. All right. This doesn't look at all like Joe, whatever he, she, whatever might be interested in. This is different. Mm-hmm. So, where would this one perhaps be from? That is a public figure, so that's not as helpful. But we could look at people who look more real, I think, and try to figure out where they are from. If it says, no. What else we got here? This one. Who is she? Oh, this is a whole bunch of public figures, quote unquote. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, this is somebody who's very interested in the chicas. Yep, it's all women here. Yeah, I'm not going to pursue that anymore. Paige is interested in. I mean, we could pretty much nail down the region of the world, though. We are in Southeast Asia when we are looking at this. Mumbai. And some more places in different languages. Yeah. That one looks like it might be closer to Pakistan. I don't know. But yeah, this is not a profile that's legitimate. Joe is totally fake. Does not live in Portland, Maine. Is not from Augusta, Maine. Is completely made up. So yeah, Joe's going on the list too with that post to end up being scrutinized later. But again, everyone I'm scrolling through here, I'm looking at with a raised eyebrow because I need to know if these are legitimate. Now here's one we saw earlier. One of those links from that other profile is Washington Post, and it didn't go there. Let's see if this one actually goes to it. This is what's supposed to happen when you click on those links. This right here. It's supposed to go to the Washington Post. So just had to recycle to that one again. But yeah, this one I'm going to tell you straight up is fake. Just looking at it. Joe, we've already looked at Joe. Joe's fake. Mary Juarez, that's probably a real profile. But what else we got? Fran Ellis is a moderator, so, you have a little bit more expectation of good behavior instead of bad behavior from them. But then we see Regina Butler, conservative-family.com. That's another set that I have been tracking, and I don't think that's a legit profile. It's a little harder to prove with that one than it is with some of the other ones we've looked at. Let's see. Now, Pat looks like a real person. Pat doesn't have that double-decker post or anything like that. Pat, it looks legit. Typically, though, when we see those double-deckers, that's a sign that these are bad guys. So I just wanted to go through and show people that this is still happening. There's new craziness, new bait trying to get people to make money for the fakers out there. And those are things that Facebook should be concerned about. Facebook should be policing this stuff, and I don't know why they aren't. But we will bring it to their attention, and hopefully someone else will be as concerned about it as I am. I don't know how come this hasn't been dealt with, but okay. Anyway, I don't want to keep you guys anymore. Again, if you have not liked our Unfakery page, you should do that, and make sure you are also subscribed to the YouTube channel. Those links will be in the comments after this video is over. Put them down there so that you can find those for yourself right at the beginning of the video. When they start, you'll see them. And also follow us on Twitter. We are having, again, a really good amount of traffic over our fake celebrity videos, so help spread those around if you can. We've got major watch time increases this week. I'm going to tell you, Adam right here is fake, because I know everybody that shares Phoenix News 21's site is fake. So just saying. That's the kind of experience I've had after doing this hours and hours. I can look at a post and tell you it's fake, or tell you it's real with reasonable amounts of accuracy. Facebook is agreeing with me about 87% of the time right now when I tell them to that I'm reporting something that should not be happening. And oh, I'm glad to see Debbie in chat. By the way, before we close, Debbie has someone who's actually taken her name and created another profile with her name on it. And Facebook has told her there's nothing really wrong with it. It's okay. They're not going to do anything about it. So that's a little disconcerting to someone. How many people with your name could be out there online? Now, some of you have really common names, but Debbie happens not to. And so, again, trying to keep people safe on Facebook and trying to help them learn how to be safer and keep themselves safer. That's what we're trying to do. And these guys make it so hard, and Facebook is not helping a lot of the time with fighting back. But anyway, that's why I want you to have your friends share unfakery, share content to them, have them like the page, bring them here. People who don't have a good, healthy skepticism need to be watching unfakery content so they can learn. And the people who do already have some skepticism, a healthy skepticism about online interaction, need to use these tools to help their friends who don't. That's what we're all about. That's what we have been hopefully continuing to help people experience these days. So thank you for joining along today. I am probably going to have another short live troll hunt later in the week on my own channel, on my own page, just to capture some more of the audience, maybe going through some different things that I find out between now and then. But thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you guys sticking around, watching, sharing, spreading the word. You guys make this possible. Thanks so much, and we will see you soon.